Dylan Ferrandis with 449, and Justin Cooper with 419. Gentlemen, hot, humid afternoon. Shane McElrath, I know that these are the kind of conditions you seem to excel in. You come out of the Carolinas, and was today just special for you?
It was a similar day to what we train in. It was actually funny. We were getting texts yesterday saying that it was like hotter than Jacksonville, and I was like, no, there's no way. There's really nowhere as hot as Florida, and it was hot today. It was humid, and the track was rough, and that's kind of the usual here. It's either that or it rains, and so today was a tough day, I know, for everybody, but it was nice to know that this is kind of what we work for.
Next question, Adam. Cianciarulo, the 250 championship is going to come down to the final round. You have a nice points cushion right now. I guess you're just going to continue to race the way you've been racing heading into that?
Yeah. I mean, my mentality is just to try to do the best I can every moto, just try to not think too far in the future. I try to do that, like I said last week, I try to do that with everything in my life, just try to live for the moment and do the best I can. So, yeah, it's nice to have a little cushion for sure. I think it takes some pressure off me, but at the same time, I love Indiana, and I think I'm capable of winning there, so I'd like to go out and put in a good performance regardless.
Justin Cooper, the last couple motos haven't exactly gone your way. What was the change of events today that happened in the second moto that you started to push back up towards the front again?
Yeah, I felt like more like myself today, but I put myself in kind of it was hard to pass in that first moto. I got really stuck behind, I think it was Martin in the first moto, and just it was eating a lot of roost, and track was a little bit hard to pass. So no excuses. I should have, tried to worked a little bit harder to make those passes, but I kind of just put myself in a hole, and finishing sixth didn't really line me up for anything good. So got off to a decent start the second one, and just put my head down. It was these I think Amart and Shane were running a really good pace, so I was kind of surprised by it, but I put my head down, and it was pretty hot out there and humid, so the track was definitely pretty rough, and just put my head down and did the best I could, and I was second in that moto. But hats off to Shane. I tried to put a dent in the lead, but his pace was pretty strong and consistent, so definitely got away from me, and all in all, a good day. Just need to put two motos together.
Question from the media. Guy B, first question.
Adam, during that second moto, when Dylan went by you, it looked like he was trying to put a little pressure on and kind of move you out towards the edge of the track.
Yeah. I mean, at this rate, even when it happened, I wasn't really mad or anything. It's at that point in the championship where, it's not like he was, it wasn't a super fast part of the track where, he's potentially going to injure me or, him or something like that. I thought it was a fine move. I mean, it's what happens. We've seen it time and time again. I always think of Chad doing it to James in that sweeper at Vegas. I think it might have been 07, something like that. But, no, I was kind of laughing, honestly. I heard him. He got close a couple laps before there, and he was killing me at that section before that right-hand corner at the bottom of the hill, leading into that section. And I can normally tell kind of by his bike, he's pretty loud. He likes to rev it, and he definitely didn't sneak attack me. He gave me plenty of warning because he came over that thing and had his bike pretty wide open, and I knew I didn't get a great run up the hill, so I'm like, all right, here it comes. Just brace for impact. And luckily I was able to keep my balance, and we were able to kind of move forward. But nothing personal. I thought it was fine.
Shane, you upped the average quite a bit for both of those motos with the finishes. Man, what happened today?
Good question. My day started off a little rough. We slept in an extra hour. My alarm didn't go off, and we didn't leave the hotel till about 6:50, and it was an off day in practice. I was struggling with the track, and some of these guys can put in some blazing fast lap times, and I'm just trying to feel good on the track, feel good on my bike, and then when it comes time to race, it's like that's where we have to be good. And today it was weird. I didn't really expect that at all. The first first couple laps of the first moto, it was kind of a weird pace. Like I didn't feel that good, but we were all going about the same pace, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just try to settle down a little bit. And first moto, I struggled with a few parts of the track, but I think other guys did too. And then for the second moto, it was kind of go time. It's like, dude, this is right here in front of me, and I have to get a good start, and I have to make it happen the first couple laps. And I felt really solid the second moto. I felt way looser on the bike. I just felt fluid, and I think just with the heat and the humidity, it's like I kind of know what my body's going to do out there. And so for the second moto, it was nice knowing where I was and what I had in front of me going into the second moto.
Looked like before the finish line on that first lap, it looked like you got a little sideways or something going on there.
Yeah, I just lost the front a little bit. It was weird. It really caught me off guard. But my front just like washed out, and then it shot me left and onto the service road. And then thankfully I was just able to drop back down on the track, and I didn't lose too many positions, but it woke me up for sure.
You've been watching me too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question from the media. Was a fantastic day, gentlemen.